Hey everybody, I want to take a few minutes in this video to explain what you need to do to complete the Integrating Sources assignment. Parts of this assignment can seem pretty complicated at first, so you definitely come back to this video if you start working on it and run into some problems. It's not complicated, but it could seem complicated because you're working on different things in each section. So if you're not clear about what section you're working on, then it can get a little confusing what you're supposed to do, right? So pay attention to the parts of the assignment. First of all, this one's going to be in a Word document. I've attached the assignment to the instructions, so you can use that. Pull it up and use it to type in your answers. If you don't have that option, obviously by now we know there's other ways that you can get your work turned in. If you have any questions or need some help, let me know. We're working with trying to integrate our sources effectively and not just plop them down in the middle of a paragraph, right? But first, we're going to make sure we understand summary and paraphrase. So that's part one, summary and paraphrase. So, question 1 in this part. It says, below is a sample passage followed by 3 examples. See if you can identify which example is a summary, which example is a paraphrase, and which example inadvertently plagiarizes. Type your answer under each passage. So there in italics, you have the original paragraph. And then we have examples A, B, and C. One of those is a summary of what's in italics. One of them is a paraphrase of what's in italics. And one of them inadvertently plagiarizes what's in italics. So you have to figure out which one is which and write your answer on the line. Okay? Question 2 in part 1. It says, read the sample student essay, Halloween, attached to this assignment. That'll be the second file that's attached to the assignment instructions, and the file name says Halloween. So you want to read that short little essay. After you've read it, close the essay so you can't see it anymore. Then write a summary of the essay and provide an APA parenthetical citation. So remember, a summary should just hit the main ideas. Okay? So give a summary of that essay on Halloween and make sure you give a citation for it. I give you the information, okay? Alright. Question 3. It says, read the passage below. What's in italics there? About the 20s, the roaring 20s. After you've read that passage, write a paraphrase and provide an APA parenthetical citation. So you'll read that passage that's there in italics, and at the end I give you the source information. So then you will write a paraphrase and give the citation. Same thing with number 4. Read the passage that's in italics and then write a paraphrase with the citation. And same thing for number 5. Read the passage in italics and then give a paraphrase with the citation. Got it? Okay. Part 2, we're going to work with direct quotes. This is where the assignment can get a little complicated if you're not paying attention. For part 2, we are going to pretend that we are writing an argumentative research essay, and the topic of that pretend essay is the importance of having young children perform household chores. So we're writing this essay because we are trying to convince people that it's a good idea to have young children do household chores. Okay? We have a working claim and a good idea of what our main points are going to be. One of the sources that we're going to use in this pretend essay is an article called More Chores, Fewer Allergies, which we found on the website Time for Kids. You'll find that article attached to the assignment instructions. It's the third file that's attached. You're going to need to read that article, and then, using the information that I've provided here for you, you're going to need to complete the tasks that I've listed below. So, our essay topic is young kids performing household chores. Our working claim, our thesis statement is, having parents implement daily or weekly chores benefits young children because it equips them with skills needed for life as adults, teaches them the importance of responsibility and teamwork, and promotes better health and well-being. So our first main point of this pretend essay, like our first paragraph, would be about how daily chores benefit young children because it equips them with skills needed for life as adults, right? So we have that paragraph written. Our second main point is that daily and weekly chores benefit young children because it teaches them the importance of responsibility and teamwork. We have that paragraph written. That main point is good to go. Our third main point is that daily and weekly chores benefit young children because it promotes better health and well-being. We don't have this paragraph written yet. That's what you're going to do. You're going to write the paragraph for main point number 3. Pretend you already have the introduction with our claim, our thesis statement. Pretend you already have the first main point written. Pretend you already have the second main point written. Now we're going to write the paragraph for the third main point. That main point is that doing chores promotes better health and well-being. The source information we're going to use to help support our point comes from the article that I attached to the instructions, More Chores, Fewer Allergies. So think about this topic and what our first 2 main points are, right? I think we could probably all agree with main points 1 and 2, that those are benefits of having kids do chores, right? And then read that article and get an idea of what you would say in that third paragraph, that third body paragraph. That the third reason kids should do chores is because it promotes better health and well-being. Incorporate some of your own ideas into this paragraph, and then use a quote, a direct quote from that article to help support your idea in that third main point paragraph. So write the paragraph. Give a good transitional topic sentence from main point number 2 going into main point number 3. And you have what main point 2 was and what main point 3 is. So give a good transitional topic sentence. Write the paragraph. Use a direct quote from the article. Provide the citation for it. Okay? So give a good body paragraph. Transitional topic sentence. Good examples. Use of a direct quote from your source with a citation, and a concluding sentence that wraps up that main point. You don't have to worry about writing the intro, the first 2 main points, or the conclusion. Pretend those are already done. Just write the paragraph for main point number 3, using the article to help you back up your point. Okay? Just give it your best shot, right? Remember, the whole idea here is to work on integrating the direct quote into your own writing, right? You have to put the quotations around the words that you take straight from the article, but you want to incorporate it so that it flows smoothly with your own words. That's what we're working on to practice here. So I know it's kind of weird to imagine that we're writing this essay, but we're only writing this third main point paragraph. That's all you need to worry about. Okay? questions, let me know. I think you guys will be fine in part one. Just remember, pay attention to whether or not you're being asked to do a summary or a paraphrase. Remember to include the citation in all of those. Take a few minutes to think about what part two is asking you to do. And just give it your best shot. Work on trying to incorporate that direct quote so that it flows smoothly. And don't forget the citation. Okay? Alright. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, just do your best and try to use this to your advantage to get some practice with this. Okay? Unless you go ahead and get started.